Imagine waking up without rush, without the weight of noise, and feeling that the day ahead already carries peace before it even begins. The Japanese have mastered this art, not by doing more, but by doing differently. Their mornings aren't built around alarms and speed, they're built around intention. Every movement, from sliding open a window to sipping the first cup of tea, follows a rhythm of quiet mindfulness. Today, we'll explore 10 Japanese ways to create a peaceful morning routine, practices that help you begin each day with balance, clarity, and a deep sense of calm. Before we continue, I'd like to ask you something. Tell me which country and city you're watching from. I'd love to know and leave you a heart. And don't forget to subscribe and help me reach the goal of 1,000 likes. The first Japanese way to start a peaceful morning is asa no kukier, which means the morning breath of air. In Japan, people open their windows as soon as they wake up. Even in winter, they let the cool air and sunlight cleanse their homes. It's a daily renewal, a reminder that air and energy must circulate for life to flow. You can do this too. Open your window, breathe deeply, and feel the difference. That fresh air isn't just for your lungs, it's for your mind. The second practice is mokuteki na mezamashi, purposeful awakening. Japanese mornings begin with clarity. Before leaving bed, many take a brief pause to set their intention for the day. Not a to-do list, but a focus of spirit. It might be patience, gratitude, or simply awareness. This moment of mindfulness aligns the body and mind before movement begins. You can whisper your intentions softly to yourself. Today I move calmly, or today I will act with kindness. This mental grounding is the foundation of peace. The third way is ocha no jikan, the time of tea. In Japan, tea isn't just a drink, it's meditation disguised as ritual. Preparing tea slowly, boiling the water, hearing the soft clink of porcelain, holding the warm cup, activates all senses with gentleness. You don't need a ceremony, you just need presence. Sit quietly, sip slowly, and let that moment remind you that life begins best in silence. The fourth way is asa no suji, morning cleaning. Japanese culture believes that cleanliness purifies energy. That's why mornings often include simple tidying, folding blankets, wiping tables, or straightening shoes. It's not deep cleaning, it's clearing mental clutter through physical order. Try making your bed carefully and putting away one thing each morning. You'll feel the difference in your energy all day. The fifth Japanese way is hikari to tomoni okiru, rising with the light. Now, Japanese homes are designed to embrace sunlight. Curtains are light and open early so that natural light replaces harsh alarms. The body's rhythm aligns with the sun, not screens. You can practice this by avoiding your phone first thing. Let light, not notifications, be the first thing you see. These 5 habits already form the essence of Japanese serenity: air, purpose, tea, cleanliness, and light. But there are 5 more, each adding another layer of meaning to your mornings, turning them into a sanctuary of renewal rather than a race against time. The 6th Japanese way to create a peaceful morning routine is shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing. Though traditionally it means walking quietly through nature, its spirit can exist anywhere. In Japan, many people begin their day by connecting with something natural, tending to a small garden, watering plants, or simply looking out the window at trees and sky. This connection reminds the body that it belongs to the earth. Even if you live in a city, you can practice shinrin-yoku by breathing near a plant, stepping outside barefoot for a moment, or listening to birds. The goal isn't to escape to nature, but to let nature return to you. The 7th way is ichigo-ichi, one time, one meeting. It's the idea that each morning is unique and will never return. The Japanese live by this philosophy. They treat every sunrise as a once-in-a-lifetime moment. Instead of rushing, they slow down to savor the small miracles. The smell of breakfast, the warmth of sunlight, the feeling of waking up alive. Try whispering to yourself, "This morning will never come again." It transforms your routine into gratitude. The eighth practice is Kansha no Jikan, the time for gratitude. Many Japanese people begin their mornings with a short prayer, bow, or written note of appreciation to family, to ancestors, to life itself. This gratitude clears emotional space and softens the mind before the day begins. You can do the same by keeping a gratitude notebook beside your bed. Write down one thing you're thankful for before your feet touch the ground. The ninth Japanese way is Shinshin no Seiri, organizing body and mind. This is where movement and mindfulness meet. It could be light stretching, yoga, or simply sitting with straight posture and steady breath. In Japan, many practice Ragyo Taiso, short community exercises broadcast on the radio each morning. These slow, rhythmic movements awaken circulation and balance without strain. The goal is not exertion, but alignment, waking your body kindly. You can dedicate 5 quiet minutes to stretching slowly and thanking your body for carrying you. The 10th and final practice is Teinei na Hajimari, a gentle beginning. This phrase captures the entire spirit of Japanese mornings. It's about doing everything slowly, respectfully, and without noise. Breakfast is eaten calmly, conversations are soft, and even the act of getting ready becomes graceful. When you adopt Teinei na Hajimari, you stop treating mornings like preparation for battle and start treating them as a ceremony for peace. Together, these 10 ways form a circle of calm: air, purpose, tea, cleaning, light, nature, awareness, gratitude, balance, and gentleness. But what gives them true power is consistency. In Japan, people don't practice these rituals occasionally. They repeat them daily until serenity becomes second nature. In the next part, we'll explore how you can weave these Japanese practices into your own mornings, creating a rhythm that feels effortless, beautiful, and deeply personal. To bring these 10 Japanese practices into your own life, you must begin not with discipline, but with softness. The Japanese call this Teinei na Kokoro, a gentle heart. It's the understanding that peace cannot be forced. It must be invited. A morning routine filled with pressure loses its meaning, but one built with care becomes sacred. Start by choosing only 2 or 3 of these habits. Maybe opening your window to let air move and preparing your tea with full awareness. Repeat them every morning until they become natural, like breathing. The Japanese believe in Kaizen, the art of slow improvement. You don't need to transform everything overnight. You just need to take small, graceful steps each day. Over time, those steps reshape your entire morning and eventually your entire life. The secret lies in rhythm. In Japan, mornings are not random. They have flow. This flow is called Asa no Nagare, the current of morning. It begins with awakening the senses, the light, the air, the sound of silence. Then comes the body's awakening through movement and order, followed by gratitude and nourishment. You can follow this same current by setting gentle milestones. Wake without noise, breathe deeply, stretch slowly, drink mindfully, and move with purpose. Avoid rushing between tasks. Instead, let each moment lead naturally into the next. Harmony grows in the space between actions. Another essential aspect of Japanese mornings is ma, the sacred space between things. Western life often fills every minute with something, scrolling, listening, multitasking, but the Japanese honor pauses. They know that stillness gives energy its shape. You can practice ma by allowing short silences between waking and getting up, between sips of tea, between thoughts. Those pauses are where peace hides. They let your nervous system rest and your awareness return. Try it tomorrow. After you wake, sit quietly for 1 minute. Feel your breath. Don't reach for your phone or rush to start the day. That single minute will feel like an anchor of calm that steadies you for hours. Finally, bring beauty into your mornings through Kanso no Bi, the beauty of simplicity. The Japanese often start the day surrounded by light, uncluttered spaces. Even the smallest room can feel serene when it's orderly. You don't need luxury, just intention. Place one object that brings you calm near your bed, a candle, a small plant, or a photo that makes you breathe easier. Beauty should never shout, it should whisper. When you combine Te ne na kokoro, Asa no nagare, ma, and Kanso no Bi, your mornings transform into quiet poetry. You begin to see that peace is not something you must schedule. It's something you create by how you move, how you breathe, and how you treat your surroundings. In the next part, we'll explore how these Japanese rituals connect not just to calm mornings, but to emotional resilience, how they help you carry serenity from sunrise into the rest of your day. A peaceful morning is not just a calm beginning, it's emotional training for the entire day. The Japanese understand this better than anyone. They call it kokoro no junbi, the preparation of the heart. Every morning, ritual, from opening the window to sipping tea, is a way of setting emotional tone. When the morning is peaceful, the mind becomes resilient. You don't just react to the day, you respond with grace. This emotional balance is the secret behind Japanese harmony. It begins with awareness. When you notice how your body feels as you wake, how your hands move as you fold a blanket, or how light enters the room, you train your mind to stay present. Presence is protection. It keeps anxiety from taking over. The Japanese call this ima oikiru, living in the now. It's not a slogan, it's a practice. You can start by paying attention to one small thing each morning. Maybe the sound of water, the feeling of warmth on your face, or the taste of your tea. Each detail becomes an anchor that holds your spirit steady. Another emotional pillar of Japanese mornings is kansha no kokoro, a heart of gratitude. Gratitude, repeated daily, becomes armor for the soul. It softens irritation, lowers stress, and builds joy from within. When you say thank you, even silently, to your home, your food, or the new day, you transform ordinary moments into gifts. The Japanese don't reserve gratitude for grand occasions. They weave it into routine. Try saying thank you aloud when you wake up, or bow gently before your meal. That single act shifts your mindset from lack to abundance. The next principle, Shinrai no Asa, trust in the morning, teaches faith in rhythm. The Japanese trust that small habits create big peace. They don't seek dramatic transformation. They trust the process of consistency. This trust brings emotional calm. Even when life feels uncertain, the rhythm of morning stays the same. Air, light, order, gratitude. It's a quiet promise that peace can be rebuilt daily. You can cultivate this by repeating your chosen rituals even when you don't feel like it. Over time, your mornings become a refuge, something you can rely on when the world feels unpredictable. Finally, there is Yasuragi no Kokyu, the breath of tranquility. Breathing deeply is central to Japanese mindfulness. Each slow inhale invites calm. Each exhale releases tension. Before beginning your morning routine, take 3 conscious breaths. Feel how each one resets your nervous system. The Japanese believe that breath connects the inner and outer worlds. When breath slows, thought slows, and when thought slows, peace begins. These emotional practices, presence, gratitude, trust, and breath, strengthen the foundation beneath your morning rituals. They turn simple actions into emotional balance. In Japan, it's said that if you control the energy of your morning, you control the energy of your life. And in the next part, we'll see how these peaceful mornings ripple through the entire day, shaping how you move, speak, and respond until serenity becomes your natural state. When you begin your day the Japanese way, peace doesn't end with morning. It travels with you. The energy you cultivate at dawn becomes a quiet current guiding everything you do. The Japanese call this asa no hibiki, the echo of the morning. It means that the tone you set at sunrise carries through the hours like a soft resonance. If you start with clarity and calm, your day unfolds with ease. If you start in chaos, that chaos expands. That's why Japanese mornings are treated with such care. They are the emotional blueprint for the rest of life, the peaceful rhythm built through air, tea, order, and gratitude naturally extends into your work, your interactions, and your thoughts. You move slower, speak softer, and react with patience. The Japanese have a phrase, kokoro o komete, meaning to put your heart into everything. It's a reminder to approach each task, no matter how small, with intention and grace. When you cook, when you write, even when you walk, let your actions echo the stillness you created that morning. In doing so, you carry serenity wherever you go. Another key concept that connects mornings to daily harmony is teinei naseikatsu, a life lived with care. It's not about being slow, it's about being deliberate. You can sense this in how the Japanese pour water, fold napkins, or greet one another with quiet respect. Every gesture communicates awareness. You can practice this yourself by choosing one small act each day to do beautifully, not perfectly, but mindfully. Maybe it's preparing breakfast with care, arranging your workspace neatly, or smiling before you speak. This mindfulness transforms routine into ceremony. The next layer is wano kokoro, the spirit of harmony. It teaches that peace at home radiates outward. When you begin your day harmoniously, you unconsciously bring that same energy to others. Your calm becomes contagious. The Japanese believe that a peaceful person silently blesses everyone they meet. Even your tone of voice or posture can spread balance. So when you leave home, carry the morning within you. Let your composure be a quiet gift to the world. Another important concept is gaman no yasashisa, the kindness of patience. Japanese culture deeply values patience as a form of respect. When something goes wrong, they pause rather than explode. This patience comes from the morning's emotional preparation, the calm built from tea, air, and gratitude. It's not weakness, it's mastery. You can cultivate it by remembering this. Not everything deserves a reaction, but everything deserves awareness. Take one breath before you answer, decide, or complain. That single pause is your power. Together, asa no hibiki, teinei naseikatsu, wano kokoro, and gaman no yasashisa form the bridge between inner peace and outer harmony. They show that a calm morning isn't an isolated event. It's the seed of a peaceful life. And in the final part, we'll bring all 10 Japanese ways together to create a clear vision of how you can build your own morning sanctuary that nourishes your mind, your home, and your soul every single day. When you bring together all 10 Japanese ways to create a peaceful morning routine, you begin to understand that serenity isn't something to find. It's something you build, moment by moment. Every sunrise becomes a chance to begin again, to realign, to return to simplicity. The Japanese see mornings not as a time to rush, but as a sacred transition between worlds, from the quiet of night to the movement of life. The first 5 practices shape the outer environment. Asa no kukire, the morning air that renews your space and clears stagnant energy. Mokuteki na mezamashi, awakening with intention and purpose. Ocha no jikan, the tea ritual that grounds your senses. Asa no suji, the cleansing that resets your energy. And hikari to tomo ni okiru, rising with light to sync body and nature. These practices turn your home into a calm stage for the day. Then come the inner rituals, Shinrin-yoku, your connection with nature. Ichigo Ichie, awareness that each morning is unique. Kansha no Jikan, gratitude that strengthens emotional balance. Shinshin no Seiri, organizing body and mind through movement. and Teine na Hajimari, beginning the day with gentleness. Together, they build a flow that touches every layer of your being, physical, emotional, and spiritual. In Japan, this full-circle approach is known as wa no asa, the harmonious morning. It's a way of living that says, when you honor your mornings, the rest of your life follows. You don't need to adopt all 10 rituals at once. Begin with 1 or 2, repeat them daily, and let their calm expand naturally. Maybe it's the air you breathe in silence. Maybe it's the cup of tea you hold mindfully. Over time, these small acts create invisible roots of peace that hold you steady, no matter what happens around you. The Japanese often say, Asa wa jinsei no kagami. The morning is the mirror of life. When your mornings are balanced, your spirit stays balanced. Each day becomes a reflection of care, gratitude, and awareness. As weeks pass, you'll notice subtle changes. Less rush, less anxiety, more focus, more ease. That's how harmony grows, quietly, like sunlight filling a room. It's not about adding more tasks to your morning. It's about removing what doesn't belong. The noise, the tension, the mindless speed. You begin to replace chaos with clarity and routine with ritual. Soon, waking up no longer feels like obligation. It feels like ceremony, and that ceremony gently shapes your mind, your relationships, your peace. This is the true gift of Japanese minimalism, transforming the ordinary into the sacred. So tomorrow, rise with intention. Open your window, breathe deeply, let light in, and start your day with one mindful act. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be sincere. Over time, those quiet mornings will become your greatest source of strength, serenity, and beauty. If this message inspired you, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and share it with someone who needs a softer start to their day. Together, let's bring the calm spirit of Japanese mornings into homes around the world, one peaceful sunrise at a time.